Hi, my name is Womp Rat, and today we're going to be playing some Orcs Must Die 2 Weekly Challenge. Traps are so cool. And I do like myself some traps. We have 5 slots today, and we're going to fill them all up with lots of awesome and win. Fezzes. This is going to give you guys an overview of the level. We have the rift back there. Can't really trigger that with our blade staff. There are 3 points of entry into this level, one of which is there. That is the second. And here's the third point of entry into this level. All of these points of entry do have stairs which lead to the upper areas in this level. But for right now, until the next wave. So our kill box is 2.5 deep with arrow traps and 3 deep with tar. Now you could leave one of the tar traps out in lieu of getting an extra arrow trap, but I prefer tar. So this first wave is going to consist primarily of unarmored orcs. And it is possible to get some ×3 combos on them. It's a little bit harder. Since they are unarmored and weak, they die fairly fast to these arrow traps. Now, normally I would say, hey, let's get untouchable, but today we're not going to be doing that because we're going to be needed as kind of a meat shield here in our kill box. There might be a better way to do this level, and there probably is. But this is the way we're going to do it today. It's going to get into the melee and cut up some orcs and have a lot of fun. So, like I said, Wave 2, we're going to have orcs starting to use stairs. And we're going to thwart this by putting some waist-high flimsy barricades in their path, and they'll just see them and be discouraged. Now, one of the things you're going to be doing a lot of in this setup is waiting. And that's kind of nice if you need to recover. The rift is back there, standing near it will recover your health, and we're going to take advantage of that and the amount of wait time that we have. Going to get in there, get some ×3s. Right now we can only get ×3s. We can eventually start to get ×4s as we put haymakers on the roof of our kill box right here, but until then, we're just going to settle for some ×3s. I don't like to put the haymakers in until a little bit later when we start encountering the Gnolls and ogres and trolls. Reason for this is that haymakers, while awesome and adding that extra combo point, tend to send orcs flying over everything else and behind you. That can be kind of annoying. So we're just gonna finish up with this wave, and we're presented with a new problem. Wave 3 is where we start getting kobold sappers. Those little suicidal kobolds who like to blow up. So what I like to do to thwart them is to put some tar and arrow traps sporadically placed on each of these rows. Unfortunately, I am out of money and I can't really put that in there. It's going to try to blow them up manually, but I'm a little bit too far off the edge. You can self-detonate them and take the hit as long as you're at full health and you're not being engulfed by them. You will survive. It'll hurt, but you'll be able to detonate them without them hurting the barricade. Now, the barricades are fairly safe this round. The end of this wave will culminate in a break, which means that if our barricades survive, no matter how little HP they have, as long as they were not fully destroyed, they will come back. And that's going to save us some money. Alright, so now we have break, and we can fortify our upstairs positions a little bit better. So one of the things I like to do is I like to put tar at the beginning of these stairs right here, as well as in the hallway here. I put the tar a half step ahead of the arrow trap, just so we can start slowing those kobold sappers a little bit before they hit those arrow traps, make them easier to hit. Not enough money for tar over there, but that's not a problem. We'll have that soon enough. Now, for later waves, we're going to want to try to keep that health potion right there. Or make sure we have at least one, as when Gnolls come, I believe it's in wave 8, we can chug that potion if things get a little too hairy. So one of the things I'm going to do here is show you how to deal with this. We're going to take a shot to the face, so to speak. Didn't die, but we're going to go heal up. Unfortunately, on this wave, that elemental will get there before the sappers do, so you have to either hold them off or let the sappers through. I prefer to kill two birds with one stone, just use them to kill off the elemental. Not too much left in this particular wave. Let's get to the next. Alright, so we're going to add another arrow trap here. And that tends to be about good enough for this side. It's sufficient to get us through all the way. There's probably a better way to do this, but I like it this way. So you see those sappers up there, and now they're gone. Let's get downstairs and get us some combo. We finally have some blue armored orcs, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, a little annoying. They're easier to combo than these unarmored orcs, but they're going to get a lot further through. And that can be troublesome if they're leading the waves, because they're going to trip more traps. And the potential for more of those orcs getting through the kill box increases. Now I could add an entire row of haymakers, but we're not going to do that just yet. Still holding off on that. Now we are going to fill up this box. Pretty much as far as we're going to fill it up. Hopefully we'll have enough money at the end of this wave to go ahead and finish up. So that's as far as we need. If you feel that you need more, you can go ahead and add another row there, but we're not going to. We're just going to leave it here. Now I'm going to add to the back first, just because, like I said, if they get to these haymakers and you put them in front, they do tend to hit them back. We want to make sure that we have some haymakers in the back for larger targets if we need them. But for the time being, we should be able to kill most of the orcs in the front half of our kill box. In fact, if you're feeling comfortable enough, you could probably do most of this level, if not all of it, in just half of the kill box. Save yourself some money. Be a little bit harder. You'll be having to keep track of your potions a little bit more, and relying on the random number generator for the game to produce those potions. But you could probably do it that way. Gonna go ahead and take the lull between those orcs to heal up. And we got a troll, and this... Oh, he didn't even get back to our haymakers, but that was why we had haymakers here, just in case. And we do have enough money. We're going to put 2 rows of haymakers up front, and that'll be sufficient for now. So it's worth noting that sappers always go up the stairs. They will not bum rush you in your kill box. They will always go up the stairs. Now, if you don't have any barricades upstairs or any way to kill them, they will come back around and bomb you. Now, like I said, these haymakers will periodically knock orcs back behind you, and that can be kind of an issue in this level. I'm going to keep on killing up here in this kill box and just try to make sure that I keep an eye out on my mini-map and get any scragglers who get flung behind me. things do get hectic sometimes, and there's our first ×4, I believe. Let's keep on killing these guys. Just an elemental. We still have a potion. We're going to try to keep that one there. And I believe next wave is when we start having Gnolls. It's one of the things you can do here with these trolls. You can kind of kite them into the haymakers. Haymakers make quick work of elementals and trolls in this level, as well as ogres. Any of those larger targets aren't going to be flung. They're just going to sit and get killed by those haymakers. Spin to win, baby. So we are approaching wave 8. I'm awaiting the Bane of Gnolls to signify that it is time to step into our kill box. So hopefully I'll hear that soon. It is very much a waiting game. Not a big fan of archers. And now our box can produce ×3 combos on its own, though it isn't 100%. Have to have all those traps hit at just the right time. Gonna let our box clear itself out, wave back here and kill anything that gets flung forward. Lots of ragdoll orcs getting flung around here. And that verbalization means that we're too late. Oh well. We have one get through. Hopefully we won't have any more. But it's good to leave in here. I would normally go ahead and just reset and do another take and get it perfect, guys. But it's a good reminder that things do happen. And you gotta be on top of your game. Sadly, just letting one orc through ruins your 5 skull. And it also reduces the amount of points you get by 5,000. Is a perfect clear. Getting 5 skulls is 10,000 rift points. If you let even one through, that's an automatic deduction down to 5,000 points. We'll see what kind of an effect that has when we go to tally our points. I'm just kind of curious about this. So yeah, we can have full coverage if we put arrow traps there, but I'm not going to. I'm actually quite happy with the trap setup that we have, other than the fact that sometimes some orcs get bounced around. And there we have it, the Bane of the Gnolls. So I guess it's wave 9, not wave 8. Let's go ahead and add an extra row of haymakers and kill us some Gnolls. They're just going to sit and spin in there and go ahead and come in here and finish them off. Pick up their sweet, delicious coins bathed in tears. Because we know that Gnoll tears are delicious. Going to go ahead and clear the exit, get in here. Haven't seen any get through. Just be vigilant. Some ×3s. I think I saw a ×4 in there. You've got to be vigilant and make sure that none of the orcs get behind you and survive. Periodically looking back just to make sure. I don't want any more orcs getting through. We just gotta wait for these last stragglers to come back downstairs, get into our kill box, and die. Now, power time for this level is 23 minutes, and at 9 out of 12 waves completed with 13 minutes on the clock, I feel pretty good. Yes! So let's go ahead and see what we got going on in here. Don't need to make any upgrades. We're just gonna start off the next wave. They do get a minuscule amount of points for finishing the level under par, so that's always worth hitting that G button if you don't need to upgrade anything. I'm quite happy with the way our trap is working, at least for the time being, other than the one that got away. It's on the other side of the rift. He's like, hey guys, where is everyone? dead. Dead, dying, being pummeled, riddled with arrows. I can imagine, like, the boiling tar isn't good for the feet. So we have a troll coming through here, and he's going to get hit by these haymakers. Going to kite him over, have him trip another set of haymakers. He pops like a blueberry. A green blueberry, but a blueberry nonetheless. I loathe blueberries. Not much getting through. I'm hesitant to go in there and attack because I know the second I go in there, they're going to get flung out, and I'm going to have them make a break for the rift. We're just going to sit here.
In the face.
Hit him in the face. Kill all the ones that pop out. This is it. You know, wave 10 out of 12. This is pretty much it. Gonna look at the health on our barricades here. We might sell them before, like, the last wave. Just make sure that they're in a tip-top condition. Now, you can sell barricades, sadly at a loss, if they take any damage. It's not like our shrooms or any other number of traps, like mana wells or health wells, which you can completely deplete and sell for the cost to place them. Barricades, sadly, they depreciate, much like a car off the lot. Well, these don't go anywhere. They don't get you where you need to go. But they do make the orcs go where you need them to, most of the time. So we have an ogre in here. Just going to go ahead and pummel him with these traps. Gonna pop him too. I wish these orcs would just, you know, put on a little bit of weight so that they didn't get flung around so much, but I guess, you know, slim pickings wherever they are. Not sure if the blue orcs spin as much as the others. Might be too heavy. No, there they go. They get flung around. I guess their armor's lightweight and protective. Notice this troll isn't quite dead, but the beauty of trolls is they aren't too bright, so we're just going to go ahead and keep him in there. Going to come over and make sure that that guy's dead. One of the loading screen tips is orcs are a lot like zombies, double tap. Meaning that, you know, you might think they're dead, but they're probably not. They're probably just playing possum, waiting for you to turn your back and then make a break for the rift. Or if you're going for untouchable, you know, attack you as they get up. Thankfully, we aren't going for untouchable today because I am getting wrecked. Alright, gonna sell off our barricades. Put them back up.
This flimsy waist-high wooden barricade will stop them.
And that'll do. Upstairs should be fine. Let's go ahead and pick up our coin. Gonna need every penny we have. Top off our HP. And wait for everything to come in. Now, if you're going for some kind of penny pinching thing, we could probably get through without the last line of defense here. We'd probably sell those two arrow traps in that row of tar and the haymakers above it. That'd be, you know, a few thousand. Be like 4,200. Not too bad. This last wave is mostly larger mobs, so these haymakers are worth their weight in the gold that we paid for them. Now remember, these larger targets, you can always go ahead and kite them around. We do have potions in here. Go ahead and pick one up. Kill off that blue orc, get our money. Let's see if we can't kill this troll before the rest of the orcs die and get his money too. Same for that ogre. Like to pick up every penny that we can, because it all adds up. And there we go. I think all we have is standard orcs left. Let's go ahead and show him who's boss. Make sure he's dead. And a little bit of video lag there. We do our dance, we've completed the level. Sadly, we won't get 5 skulls because we did have one guy get through. But hey, almost 200,000 points. Gonna go ahead to our stats and show you the Rift bonus is indeed 5,000 points. It's 10,000 normally if you 5 skull a level. There's 5,000 points there, so we were robbed of breaking the 200,000 point barrier. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. Let's find us. Not bad considering that the top 6 scores are definitely hackers, and the few after that, I mean, they could be legit. I'm gonna go ahead and say, sure, why not? So, you know, 6th place isn't too bad. You know, at worst, we are 6th place, at best, like 4th. Not bad. Always room for improvement. As always, feel free to adopt and adapt this strategy. I know I'm going to tinker around with the levels, see if I can't do it without getting an orc through or getting untouchable. Until next time, I'm Womp Rat, signing off.